Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited to get this message out. This message in particular is about Cinderella, and I connected this message because I had a dream a couple nights ago, and you can hear more about that dream if you go to my previous videos. This specific one was You Are Being Made Sweet. But in the dream, I could tell I was in Cinderella's palace, and the woman that I saw, she had on a dress that was a mix between the original dress that Cinderella had, the pink one, and then also the blue dress that she wore. So it was a kind of like a combination in color and in fabric of both of those dresses. And so, of course, I thought of Cinderella. It also was at midnight, I could tell, because there was the full moon, like there was the full moon in Cinderella. And it was just moonlight inside of Cinderella's castle. So when I first got the word Cinderella, I started contemplating more about what that meant for the specific dream. Well, I noticed, like I said, that the dress she wore was a combination of her old dress and her new dress. And to me, what I picked up from that was you're combining a lot of the old with the new, and you may have gone through a lot of suffering, a lot of pain, but it's being made beautiful. It's being brought back together again, and it's made even greater. If you can remember, the pink dress that she wore got torn up. Her sisters tore up her dress, and it wasn't even able to be worn. So for this dress to be restored and then combined with the beautiful other dress that she wore, it just shows me that you were able to get through that time of when you were having everything ripped from you. You were being destroyed. You felt like everything was falling apart. You thought that you wouldn't even have a chance at love, at anything. You thought it was being taken from you. God is restoring that right now, okay? And this woman, she looked so happy. And she was already in the palace, and it was at midnight. Her dress was still able to be worn at that time. If you can remember in Cinderella, when the clock strikes midnight, everything is taken away from you, but it wasn't taken away from her. It was real this time. Nothing was being taken away. She was being given this beautiful home, this beautiful love, and she was just so happy, and she was just rejoicing in just the beauty. And she actually, in the dream, she was looking over the kingdom and at the moon, and it's almost like at this time, when this dream is taking place, and at her position, she was looking over everything that she had been through, everything that she had came from in the past, and everything she had overcome. And she was also looking at the moon and being reminded that this cannot be taken away from her. And it's just, if you connect that with where you're about to be in life, you're going to be looking over your whole entire life and just seeing everything come together flawlessly. And you're going to be so happy, and you're just going to be thanking God that He pulled everything together, and that you're overlooking in the palace now from a better situation. And I also wanted to mention the fact that she was not in this dream. How do I say this? She wasn't me. I wasn't looking from me at the time. It was more so, this is the woman I'm wanting to be. This is the woman who I want to be like, and I want to become her. And God was giving me the steps to how I can become her. And that's why it's really important for you to check out the other video. And also I'm making another video about Esther and how we can prepare for this time. But this is not a current moment, okay? This is a moment that is coming up. This is a moment where we have to adjust. We have to become this woman, okay? We are not there yet. We are not there yet. We are in a season of preparation. We are getting there. But when we get there, we will be able to look over everything and just be so thankful. Yes, we are having our current victories, but this is more so in the area of love, because Cinderella, she is in the castle. She's already with her prince. So this is not something that some of you may be there. I don't know. If you are, this message might not be for you, but there are certain steps that need to be taken in order to get there, okay? Now, don't let that discourage you, because like I said, there's steps that are being taken and God can reveal those steps to you, but it's coming. You're not there yet. And if you ask God for a specific timeline, let him reveal that to you, okay? But at this time, we're more so in a season of preparation, but it is coming, okay? Your Cinderella moment is coming. This is a moment where she was rejoicing over everything finally coming together. You're still in the season of Cinderella getting to the palace. You're still in that season, okay? So let's go into that. In the movie Cinderella, as you can remember, she was a servant, okay? She served others like Christ wants us to serve others. And she had such a good spirit about it. She was so kind, so loving, and so sweet. No matter what they did to her, she did not retaliate. She just kept making herself better. She didn't want to give up. And honestly, she really didn't have to do all that much. She just had a lot of those things come to her when you really think about it. Well, if you can remember, the mice made her original pink dress. She didn't even put together the dress. She didn't think she had anything to wear. Well, here it comes. That's how God is going to be. God is going to give you what you need at just the right moment, okay? She put on the dress. She went downstairs. She was ready to go, and her sisters tore up her dress. She thought that she had no hope. She thought that she wasn't going to be able to get to that palace. But guess what? She goes out into the garden, and her guardian angel, her mice, everyone came to comfort her, but her guardian angel changed her outfit and changed her into that beautiful blue dress, gave her a carriage, and she was able to make it to the ball. Now, this is what's going on for you in your life. You're being given all the tools that you need in order to be successful and to be at the right place at the right time. You just have to say yes. When God tells you to do something, you just have to do it. You just have to say yes and go for it, because he is leading you in the right direction, okay? So she goes to the palace. And of course, she's told you can't stay past midnight. Well, she is there with the prince and dances with him. And of course, she has to take off. She loses her slipper at midnight, and they have her shoe, her glass slipper. And so she left. And of course, she was thinking about her prince the whole time that she was away from him. And the prince sent his assistant, I don't know what he's called, I can't remember. He sends his assistants out to go search for the woman with the glass slipper and who can fit the slipper. They went to every woman in the kingdom, and Cinderella was, apparently the stepmom, she had found out who Cinderella was, and she locked her up. And again, the mice came to rescue her, got the key, got her out of her room where she was locked up. And then she came downstairs, and of course, stepmom was shocked. She tried to, well, she did. She tripped the assistant who had the glass slipper in his hands, and he fell and broke the glass slipper. And she said, well, if it'll help. And he said, no, there's nothing you can do to help. There's nothing you can do to help. And he's crying. And he thought that he was going to die because he dropped the slipper. She says, but you see, I have the other slipper. And so she puts on the slipper, and she's qualified. She gets to be with the prince. So what this is saying is, when she was at the ball, that her enemies did not know that she was there, okay? So, you may have gone undetected for a while and gone under the enemy's nose for a little bit. Well, once she was seen and found out, and they realized who she was, when these people realize who you are, they will try to stop you. They may have been doing it already. There may have been people trying to stop you from your promise already, okay? They may have tried locking you up in the room. They may have tried casting you out. They may have tried taking away your things, damaging your name, and ridiculing you, making your life miserable. They could have tried everything, but it did not stop Cinderella. It did not stop her from being qualified. In fact, when they thought they had done everything, and they thought that there was nothing that Cinderella could do to get into the palace, she pulled out the glass slipper. She had what it took to get to the palace. And this is what I'm really getting as far as like the messages, as far as love goes. You might be dealing with your prince, and he might be dating other people, or he may have dated other people, but there is nobody like you. He just did not know who you were. He doesn't know who you are yet. He's waiting to find the woman who fits the slipper, and he just doesn't know yet. So there might be opportunities coming up where you will be given the opportunity to try on the slipper, and the shoe will fit. In fact, the shoe is going to fit so well, he's going to know, or he may already know, I don't know. He is going to know that you are his wife because the shoe is going to fit. Not only that, you have the whole shoe. Okay? It's like there's no stopping it. You're the one for him, okay? There's no other woman who can take him from you. If you remember, the stepsisters were trying on the shoe, trying to make it fit, and it did not fit. And, it didn't fit. Sorry. But your prince is going to know who you are, because the shoe is going to fit. It's going to be a good fit. You're going to be unmistakably known as his wife. God is going to reveal it to him, okay? No one can stop this. And no one is you, okay? No one else's foot fit that slipper. No one else had the slipper. So stop worrying about other people. I think that's a big insecurity for a lot of women, especially when they're dealing with somebody who might be a prodigal, or with somebody who they might not be in communication with. It's, well, there's all these other women, or maybe I won't have the opportunity to show him who I am. Maybe I won't even have the opportunity to show him that the shoe fits me. But you will have this opportunity, okay? And I wanted to point out these verses to you specifically. Isaiah 14:27. For the Lord of hosts has purpose, and who shall cancel it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? Whatever God has planned for you, there's no stopping it, okay? Nothing can stop God's plan for your life, all right? They tried so many things to stop Cinderella and it did not work. Like, she seriously pulled out all the tricks. God was helping her, you know, the mice, the guardian angels. You're going to be okay. You're going to get through this. I know right now it might not look like everything is working out in your favor, but it will, I promise. I also wanted to read to you Psalm 91, which is a verse that, or it's a chapter that really speaks to me so much all the time. It always pops up at the most trying times in my life, it seems like, but it's just so reassuring because there's nothing the enemy can do to stop you. But let me read this. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him I will trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under thy feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. So, your prince is coming. And, you know, you're in this time being prepared. This is not something where he's here. Like I told you, the perspective of the woman in my dream, this was after all of this had happened. And it was just reassuring me that you are going to get to that point, okay? It's different when you're getting reassurance in the moment. Yeah, you're going to be all right. Everything is going good. But when you see a vision of you looking back over your life and just being happy with how everything turned out, that's a different kind of vision. And you just have to trust God to get you there. And you have to listen to him and follow the steps that he gives you in order to get to that point. And I've been having a lot of those dreams lately of me reflecting in a future state of myself on my life, looking back and just being so happy. And I will be completely honest with you, I've never had those kinds of visions. I have never had those kinds of visions. I've always gotten encouraging messages to keep pushing, but that's what lets me know that this is so close. You are so close to your promise. You can almost taste it, okay? So keep pushing, keep going. Definitely check out my other messages. The message about the woman in the palace, that was how, that was you will be made sweet. And then the next message that I'm going to be putting out is about Esther and preparation, which is the season that we're in right now. And that's the steps that we need to take to get to the castle. All right. So I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and definitely subscribe if you'd like to hear more, like and comment. I appreciate you for watching this video, and see you later. Bye.